Great sign of respect. Oh, that's not a sign of respect.
They jumped up.
Come on. Yeah, they may be all on the same page because it looks like they're focused on destroying these Mexican legends here.
It looks that way, doesn't it, Ian?
Dumps Guerrero to the outside.
Oh, they're going to fight all over the building, it looks like, Ian.
Yeah, we saw this ruthlessness, this vicious streak last night, and I thought it was just because LIJ had misted them and defeated them in 8-man tag action in Philly. That's not the case. This is something that runs through their bloodstream.
Oh, tearing these guardrails apart.
And Mark Briscoe choking Ray Bucanero. Jay Lethal just delivering European uppercut after uppercut on Último Guerrero.
And I see the exact strategy the Briscoes went for in this. They didn't want these CMLL legends to have their type of match at all. They wanted the match to be contested the way they like it. They wanted to get down, they wanted to brawl, and they wanted to fight, Ian.
Make no mistake about it, we've seen Último Guerrero. We've had the pleasure of having him in Ring of Honor several times, and we know that despite his stature as a veteran, he likes to get things moving. He has a fast pace. And so if the Briscoes can slow that down out of the gate like they've done here, I think that'll lead them to victory.
Yeah, they're gonna just grind on these guys, beat them down. They don't want the Lucha Libre pace to take over, because then the ball is out of their court, so to speak. They want to keep it on their terms.
And here we go, squaring them off into opposite corners. Jay Briscoe and Último Guerrero, Ray Bucanero and Mark Briscoe. Irish whip, do-si-do. There we go.
Oh, big clothesline.
And now it's Bucanero and Guerrero. They have Mark Briscoe isolated up. Ooh, look at that tag team combination.
Oh, we know what comes next.
Oh! Uh-oh. And Ray Bucanero here.
We saw this the other night, Ian.
Castigo Bucanero, yes indeed. And now it's former CMLL World Heavyweight Champion Último Guerrero in there with former ROH World Champion Jay Briscoe, and now Ray Bucanero takes over. Just double teaming. Oh! Todd Sinclair letting them fight. I mean, the Briscoes instigated this. I don't blame Sinclair for letting them go at it here. And we learned in Lowell that Último Guerrero, a big Freddie Mercury, Brian May fan.
And Ian, is this match being contested under Lucha Libre rules?
It sure seems like it.
Oh, we saw this the other night too. Jay better brace himself up.
Senton de la Muerte.
Oh, just squeezed all the air, forced all the air out of Jay Briscoe.
Oh, I'm getting into it. I'm sorry. I love this guy.
Oh.
I raised the roof with him. I clap with him. I got to stay impartial.
Yeah. You got to calm down over here, Ian. Oh.
Senton de la Muerte dos.
You got to make sure to stay calm tonight, Ian. We saw what happens when you get too carried away and you try to get involved in the action. I don't want to see that happen again.
Get involved. Cody yanked me. We'll go back to the action. Mark Briscoe in there now. And it does appear to be contested under Lucha rules as the legal men now, Ray Bucanero and Mark Briscoe. Ooh.
Oh, unloading.
Oh, number 10 right to the throat.
And now Mark Briscoe fighting to breathe right now.
There we go, Irish whip into the corner. Oh, but look at Jay Briscoe, like a freight train. Mark takes him down with a big clothesline. And now the Briscoes trying to isolate Ray Bucanero.
Big boot to the face.
Yeah, it's turned into an absolute brawl. Lucha rules, of course, one man in, one man out. Jay Briscoe bringing Bucanero back to his feet.
Ball back in Briscoe's court now as they've isolated Ray Bucanero. Gonna wear him down, see if they can't isolate a body part here.
Might be the rib cage. We saw Titan last night, and we saw Mystico with some of their high-flying offense land on the rib cage of Ray Bucanero quite a few times. Back into the corner, no clean break from the sensei of Redneck Kung Fu.
He broke out a little Redneck Kung Fu with that strike. combo right there. Lining him up.
Oh!
Single leg drop kick.
Yeah, and this might be it. Front face lock. Big suplex. Cover. 1, 2. You know, what a win it would be for either team. You know, sometimes we take for granted the fact that we have teams at the caliber, at the level of the Briscoes and these two former members of Los Guerreros Infiernos. Oh! Double shoulder tackle.
Trademark Briscoe Brothers tag team maneuver right there.
And this is a little bit of that mean streak, I think, BJ. I mean, something snapped. For over 2 years, Jay Briscoe hadn't been pinned. And then in the course of about a month and a half, it was the miss to the eyes by Bushi and the pin by Naito. And then the miscommunication that led to him being pinned by Bullet Club by Page and the Young Bucks, who will be challenging for the six-man titles later tonight. That really seemed to get under the skin of Jay Briscoe. Now it seems it's infected Mark too, I think.
It looks that way, doesn't it? And neither one of us know exactly what's going through the head of Jay Briscoe. Neither one of us know what it's like to go undefeated, unpinned for almost 2 years, and then to have that taken away from you, the toll that takes on you emotionally and psychologically. Neither one of us know that.
No, not at all. And as you saw by my display last night, she'll never step in the ring as we see it. Oh, look at this. Look at this, trying to inflict as much damage as possible. The abdominal stretch.
Just extra stretch on that one, too.
One that would have made Mike Rotunda proud. He didn't need this extra torque here.
He's got it torqued in deep.
Look at that. Último Guerrero just trying to help out. Now going for the cover. 1, 2, and wearing the core down. He kicked out on the opposite side, BJ. I don't know if you noticed that. Using the right side of his body to push out instead of that worked on left side. That abdominal stretch. Just inviting him to come in. Oh, look at Mark Briscoe. Oh, come on.
Oh, going to work on Ray Bucanero.
And they don't need to do this. They're a good enough tag team as is. Oh, I know the stakes are high.
Mark taking a bite out of his forehead right there.
Anytime you step into the ring with the Briscoes or Guerrero and Bucanero, the stakes are as high as they're going to be outside of a World Tag Team title shot.
Right.
The Briscoes don't need to do this.
You have to figure the winner of this match right here has to be at the top of the list for a Ring of Honor World Tag Team title shot.
Absolutely, and that list goes long and deep. The Motor City Machine Guns, Best Friends, War Machine, Coast to Coast, Tempura Boys. Jay White and Jonathan Gresham have been impressive in tag team action. The list goes on and on.
I mean, one of the most loaded tag team divisions in all of professional wrestling, Ian.
Absolutely. And we've seen Taven and Marcelli of the Kingdom team up. Saying Scotland's their house.
Jay Briscoe saying this is our house.
And Bucanero's in trouble. He's just been beaten to a pulp here by the former 8-time tag champs.
I don't know how much more this legend can take.
Oh, gets out of the way. Here we go. Oh, connects with the big right. Takes down Mark Briscoe, but he needs to make a tag.
And he made it.
He does. And here comes Último Guerrero. Big
Turns up both inside out.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
They're right on top of us here. Control yourself, Ian. Do not get involved in the action.
Come, BJ.
Do not get involved.
Último Guerrero.
Just kick Jay's face off.
Lift on Mark Briscoe. Oh, Ray Bucanero is saying one more. And he's going to do it.
Oh, they're setting up Jay for it. They're setting up Jay for it.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh, they're right back here at our table.
Coming in hot, Guerrero.
That splash just squeezed all the air out of both Briscoe brothers.
And if you want to fight fire with fire, double team for double team, you're playing a dangerous game with Guerrero and Bucanero. Guerrero going to the top.
Is Guerrero getting ready to go to the top?
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
High risk, high reward, Guerrero.
Oh, wipes everybody out.
And they all fall down. Guerrero, Bucanero.
They need to toss one of the Briscoes back in and capitalize off this.
You're absolutely right, BJ. They have the Briscoes in a defensive stance, a defensive posturing for the first time in quite some time in this match.
The momentum fully on the side of the CMLL Legends.
Yeah, and here we go. It's Mark Briscoe, it's Bucanero. And Bucanero, I don't know if that was the smartest move, BJ. I would have put Guerrero in there. 1, 2. Guerrero's still the freshest man. Cover 1, 2. Oh, look at this! Submission!
And he's got that arm all hemmed up. Look at the pain on Mark Briscoe's face. How much more can he take? Now he's stretching him out.
He's got that stretch in there. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2.
Transitioned into a crucifix pin. That was slick, Ian.
It was. That's what you got to be careful with a guy as decorated as Bucanero. Double leg takedown. Oh, grapevines the legs. Oh!
Looks like some kind of modified figure 4.
Yeah, going for a submission. Jay Briscoe coming in to break it up. Ultimo, you got to get in there, bud. Got to help out your teammate. He's in trouble. Oh,
he
maybe
cradles
not.
him.
Oh, 1, 2.
And he's still got Mark hemmed up in that submission hold.
Now, if they're going to let him fight, which referee's discretion, and I'm all for it, Guerrero should be in there helping his teammate out, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like Todd Sinclair's being a little lax with the rules here tonight.
And you know what? It started off hot. It started off as a brawl. Why not? Let these two teams duke it out. Let them have a clear winner.
Chop for chop for chop for chop.
Oh! Heavy leather being thrown. Oh, wait a minute. Butterflies the arms.
He's hooking him up for. Oh! Turns him inside out with the lariat.
And he beat Jay White with that. He beat Josh the Goods Woods with that. It's a move that's finished off opponents. Doesn't look like it's going to finish Guerrero off yet. Uh-oh. Fired up now off the ropes. Here we go. Oh! Told me suicide into a blockbuster.
Mark E. Trademark. Trademark. Mark Briscoe.
Sussex County Chicken. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That'll cost him $100.
Yeah, he's going to end him here. Catching up to Frankie Kazarian in the most fine department.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Just yelled for the Doomsday Device. Talk about moves that's won championships. Oh, but Bucanero trying to get Mark Briscoe. Meanwhile, electric chair position is Guerrero. Oh, hold on. Victory roll.
Which
Could
roll?
be a 1, 2. Oh! Guerrero wins!
Oh, my God.
Ultimo Guerrero and Bucanero.
What a win!
What a win for the CMLL Legends. Look at the look of shock and surprise on Mark Briscoe's face. Jay Briscoe can't believe it either.
And if there was anybody in Scotland or around the globe that didn't think that Bucanero and Guerrero could defeat the greatest team in Ring of Honor history, well, you've been proven wrong here tonight in Edinburgh.
And through all that excitement, you realize what just happened.
I don't want to call it
Jay
an upset.
Briscoe just got pinned again.
That's the third time, BJ.
The third time in what, 6 months? Not even that.
No, about 3 or 4. I don't know. Look. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Brothers fight. We know this. Brothers fight.
Do. And I don't know,
They are.
they're
It's
not on
getting
the same
heated.
page.
It is getting heated.
And Bully Ray had been the peacemaker, the voice of reason. But Bully Ray's not out here right now. This
No,
is
he's
a tag
not.
team match.
Oh, these two look like they're getting ready to throw down. Oh, they're jabbing each other in the chest. Uh-oh.
It doesn't need to come to this, guys. It doesn't need to come to this. Brothers fight. We all know that. But
This wouldn't be the first time these two scrapped. Look at Mark Briscoe's right hand. He had his fist clenched.
And thankfully, Jay looked like his head cooled off a little bit. Mark was ready to fight.
Mark was ready to throw down.
And we're left with more questions than answers. What's running through the mind of Jay Briscoe? What's running through the mind of Mark Briscoe?
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, come on. I know you're going.
Brothers fight. What? Brothers fight. That's what happens. Sometimes they need to fight.